Hello, I'm Linda Seith from The Layered Onion. Thank you for joining us. We will be listening to our amazing creators talk about their art and mental health. 48 million artists all over the world share this lived experience. The Layered Onion was formed to create a supportive community, allowing the creators to focus on their art, bringing their work from the shadows to receive the recognition and opportunities they deserve. Each podcast will feature an artist who talks about their work and mental wellness. Art is healing. We hope these discussions will inspire you to appreciate the stories behind the creations and, more importantly, inspire your inner creator. Together, we can tackle the stigma around mental health.
Could we just walk?
My name is Mohammad Amin, and also last name or family name Nayebi. The full name Mohammad Amin Nayebi. Yep, but my friends they call me Amin Nayebi. Actually, after the collapse of Afghanistan, me and my family we left Afghanistan and we just resettled in Pakistan. Now we are living in Pakistan, Islamabad, Pakistan, and we have an active P2 application case for the US government, and it will take a long time, but we have to wait even we don't know the US government accept or not. But we are now in Pakistan.
All right, great. Well, maybe you can tell me a little bit about your art. And I've seen photography, but you can talk about anything else that is your kind of your art.
Actually, when I was child, I was working in different, fields. So one of the fields that I worked for a long time, it was tailoring. And I can, just making some coats, actually main coats, and it was my field on that time. But when I get elder, so I have finished my school and I graduated from school. Then I was working with a organization in Afghanistan. Photography is actually I can say the only art that I have. It's photography. Actually, it's not very well, but my friends and my family, my relatives, they encourage me, and they accepted me, or I can say that they accept my photography field. That's why I think this art or the photography art that I have and I'm continuing for this art, it is acceptable for me and for my friends, for my audience. But in other side, I have been working with Afghan Scouts for 10 years. And I think that was my favorite part of my life. And I learned a lot of skills, a lot of activities, a lot of community services. And I teach or I taught the boys and girls scouts and also the adult scout leaders in Afghanistan. And I think a person who know scouting and who learn the scout skills, he will be very successful. I can also add scouting skills in another, art. I can say it's another art that I have in my life.
So maybe you can talk to me a little bit about what drew you to photography. I think it came through the Scouts, correct?
Yes. When I was working with the Scouts, actually, I was the one in this, that cover the events, activities through the camera. I mean that when we were in the an event or activity. So my job or my duty was to cover, to take pictures and share on the social media. I was taking pictures, and suddenly I mention it in any other interviews, and it's time to mention again that in 2016, a female pregnant dog was in our office, in our work area, and she just birthed like 10 puppies in our workplace. So one day the mother was just playing with her puppies, and I took their pictures. Then I shared on my Facebook page, and my friends, my relatives, they commented under that post, and they said, "That's beautiful. Uh, you did a good job, and this is very nice." After that, I just realized that I can continue this field, and because I loved the photography, and on that time I decided to continue photography, and it should be one of my favorite art, or one of the art that I have in my side. And that was, that the beginning of my photography journey, and I continue it theoretically or physically, practically, and because of the photography in Afghanistan, there is no specific uh, field in university. I mean the photography field in university. But I have just finished my bachelor degree in journalism, because journalism in Afghanistan, they have some photography and videography topics in journalism. And I just finished my bachelor degree in journalism. After that, I participated in many photography workshops. Then I organized some photography workshops in Kabul. Actually, I can say for 25 girls. And I also participate, or my pictures were displayed in several photography exhibition in Kabul. Uh, that was all from my photography art.
So now, since you had to leave Afghanistan, we had the opportunity to meet through the Memory Project. And the
Yep.
Memory Project pairs artists with children in challenging situations. Maybe you can talk about your role with the Memory Project and the Scouts and kind of bridge that gap for us.
Yeah, actually, from 2018 up to August 2021, uh, I photographed more than 7,000 young boys and girls in Afghanistan, and the photo was distributed to the U.S. art student. Then physically, I present the portraits to the children in Afghanistan. And my role was to coordinate and photograph the girls and boys' portrait and submit them for the memory project. Uh, after they draw the portraits, then they return back to me, and it was my duty to distribute the portraits for the children in Afghanistan. Actually, I worked in 3 provinces in Afghanistan, and totally I can say that more than 7 boys and girls were involved in the memory project in Afghanistan.
So, how did it feel for you to see a photograph that you took of one of the children transformed into some kind of painting? How did that feel?
Uh, I can say that during the last 10 years that uh, I did work in official field. The memory project was one of my favorite, projects that I have done. And myself, I have a lot of memories from this project. I can say that when I was distributing the portraits to the children, when they received and when they saw that portraits, their face was very happy. They were very thankful. And when I was just, photographed the children and then return the portraits to them, uh, they were very surprised. They were very happy. And other children, they also ask me when you come back and when you will just take our pictures. It was a great, project that I have done, and the result was just gender equality. The result was to teach the Afghan children that they are equal with the other children around the world. There is no difference between the Afghan children or US children. They love Afghan children. They draw their pictures and they just send them as a gift for the children. And the only thing that I can say from the memory project, when I saw the happy faces, it was a lot for me and for our colleagues that we were involved in the memory project.
So we have now had the opportunity through the Memory Projects to meet you, and you shared many of your photographs from your time in Afghanistan with us. And we've been displaying some of the pieces in the gallery here in Madison. And one of those pieces, Bird's Bazaar, which is in Kandahar,
Yes.
could you kind of describe the scene for our listeners since they won't be viewing the photo?
Actually, I think some of my photos were displayed in Madison Gallery, and I appreciate that. Among all of my pictures, the Bird Bazaar picture or photos in Kandahar, I like that one because in this picture we can just show to the audience uh, image of old Afghanistan, which is displayed in old Afghanistan. We can see that there is an old Afghanistan with its old culture, the old buildings from the ancient times of Kandahar, the shops that have remained from the original farm, and also there is a various birds in the cage and they are for sale. Uh, Everything in that photograph, it shows a very old Afghanistan, and it shows that the people of Kandahar province, they love and they interest the birds and they care the birds. In some of other provinces, like northern province, the people like horse riding. In some other provinces, the people like, the wild dogs. But the sorry, but in Kandahar, we can see that the people there, they care about the birds, and they interest birds and they love birds. And this photograph, actually, what I can see and what I can show to the audience, it's all about an old Afghanistan, a very small bazaar, but we can see that it is like an old Kandahar or old Afghanistan. Everything is in their original form, no changes, like the buildings, the shops. And the only thing that we can mention in this photograph is a motorcycle, that it is from newest technology. It comes from the newest technology, and the rest of things, it's from very old. We can show or we can say about the Afghanistan culture through this photograph.
So how old is that building, do you think?
I think that building may be like mm, maybe 100 years ago, or maybe more
Okay.
than that.
So and do people buy the birds for pets, or what do they do with the birds?
Yeah, actually, because I mentioned or I said that in some provinces it's different cultures. So some people like birds, some people like horses, some people like dogs, and some people they don't like anything like animals. Uh, in this bazaar, we can see there is different birds, and the people just and that the shops in this bazaar they're selling the birds, and the people just buy that one and just take care of these birds, uh, because some of the birds they're singing, and it's very interesting. uh, for example, if you wake up at the early morning and the bird is just singing, it will be very interesting for me. And I think it's the same story for the Kandahar province, for the
So
Kandahar peoples.
one of the things that I really love about this piece is the depth. I mean,
Hmm.
you have so many things going on. Every time I look at it, I see something different. And you see the bird cages. You see there's a person back there. You see the
Hmm.
motorcycles at different depths, the movement of the flag. There's some, I don't even know what it is, hanging these colorful baskets, helmets off to the side. There's all this going on. When you decided to take this photo, had you seen this bazaar, or was it kind of a spontaneous thought to take this picture?
Actually, I can say that for my photography journeys, I didn't have any plan. For example, I didn't have any plan to go, for example, to this bazaar or any other uh, locations to take pictures or to photography that places. Mostly, I took my photos suddenly. This photograph was taken in Kandahar during my official work. I was just searching for another, equipments or supplies for a scout training. But when I just came to this bazaar and I saw that view, I just took this photographs by my cell phone on that time.
So, which that's amazing that you took it with your cell phone because it just has this really sharp.
Yep.
Um, you captured the image very sharply, but yet, like I said, you can see all of this stuff going on behind kind of the scenes. So when you think about this photograph, what do you want anybody who would see this photograph to think about Afghanistan, Kandahar, this bazaar? What would you want them to think or learn?
Actually, on that time when I took this photograph, I didn't thought that maybe I can share one day with my audience out of Afghanistan or abroad the Afghanistan. Now it is an opportunity for me that you are sharing or you are displaying my photographs in your gallery, and it is a very good opportunity for me. But before that, I didn't, just think about that, because photography is the art that only I love. And usually I'm doing photography to have some fun only for myself. But this photograph, it shows that there is a old bazaar, there is an old place of Afghanistan, because we have in Kandahar we have very new buildings, new you know, streets, new shops, everything is new. But this bazaar is like an old. And when I just entered this bazaar, I saw that view, and I said I have to take a picture. I didn't think about anything on that time. Only when I just saw this one, I took that pictures, and I just put this, like the birds, the shops, the building in my frame. But now when the audience, they're just seeing that, I'm my idea or my thought is that Afghanistan is very beautiful. Afghanistan is very nice, and we just care also about the animals. We are just love the people of Afghanistan also love animals, and also in these pictures there is two different, or two opposite points. The one thing is that there is some new technologies like motorcycles, like we can say that the bird cats, they're new. But we have also, on that side we have the old buildings, we have the old shops, and the old boards, they are written in Farsi or in Persian. We have another shop in our photographs. It is, a hat washing shop. So it is very nice that the people should just see it. The people should actually, I think everyone or every viewer of photographs, they can, just take their views from every photographs. And my idea is that in this photo, I can just show an old Kandahar to the audience, but in a new or modern century.
So I know these last 18 months have been very challenging for you. You left your home in a very hurried approach, and one thing that I think is beautiful is we have all these photos of all those years of probably very positive memories. Do you think you're willing to share a little bit about your story and how these last 18 months have been for you?
Uh, I had to leave everything in Afghanistan. I can say my job, my home, my friends, my family's parents, and also my dreams. I have to just leave it, everything, only because of only to bring my family to a safety or to a safe place from the Taliban harm in Afghanistan. Uh, Nowadays, in here in Pakistan, actually, we are feeling a little safe, but we have or we are facing many new challenges in Pakistan. Like we have an employment, difficulties. We have housing difficulties. We have expiry visa. Our visa are expired, and we don't know what should we do. A lot of stress, me and my family, we have, and also my friends, we are under in stress. And the most point, uh, I'm very worried about the education of my children, my son and my daughter. We don't know, and maybe we are just waiting for our case, and we don't know for how long we should just wait. Uh, and after our waiting, the U.S. government accept us or not. It is very challenging time for me and for my family, but we hope that one day we will resettle to the USA, and because of that hope, we have to just wait, and we have to just pass this challenging time.
So, right now, are you homeschooling the kids?
Yes, actually, my son, me and her mother, we are just teaching him daily for 2 hours. And we are just practicing that English, math, Persian with him in the home. And if we go to the school, or if we should go to the any education center, so they are asking about the documents that we don't have, and that's the big problem that I'm worried about the education.
Yeah, that's really difficult as a parent, because you want them safe, but yet you want to make sure they have opportunities, right?
Yes, the only thing that in our area there is an Afghan education center that the teachers are Afghans, and my son boss it. He is going for English studying, and daily he is going for 1 hour to study English in this area. But 1 hour and only one topic is not enough.
Right, right. Well, certainly, we would love, as the Layered Onion community, that folks appreciate your photos as we do, and that if there's anything else that can be done from our community or listeners, what kinds of things would be helpful for you?
Actually, I'm very happy that my pictures have been displayed in my absence, and I am grateful to the Layered Onion for the coordinating that. But I'm asking my audience if you can afford to buy my pictures, my photos. Not only me, if you can afford any artist, please just buy their pictures, because it will help the artist and encourage the artist. It is a very important, things that every artist just needed. So by their effort, by their support, in this way, I will be very happy to buy a digital camera for myself and continue photography in my life. That's the only thing that I can just request from my audience. But I'm very happy that my pictures, they are displayed in the United States. It is a very good opportunity for me and a good chance for me.
So, do you have any last words of wisdom that you want to share with those that would listen to this podcast?
Actually, nothing very special, but I hope that in the coming year, 2023, the U.S. government will accept us as a refugee, and we just resettle in the United States. On that time, I want to meet every member of the Layered Onion and meet everybody and just thankful on that time. So this is a very challenging time for me, and I am very far from those artists, but it will be a very, how can I say that, a very good chance for me to meet everybody physically or face to face.
Well, thank you, Amin, for joining us and for sharing your experience and sharing about your photography. It is available for people to look at on the layeredonion.com. But we can't wait till we can see some new photos when you have that opportunity again. So
Sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for your time, and thank you for your support. And also, I should thank to the Layered Onion that support the artists around the world.
Thank you for joining us today. It is an honor to talk with these amazing artists. You can see and read the artist's work in the Shallot, our Journal of Mental Health, Art, and Literature, or on our website, thelayeredonion.com. Thank you.
A little more